in our country, the time is already 10 p.m. and you know the environment is very dark. However, in my room, of course, it is well lit.
Oh, yeah. In my
Yeah.
country now is 9 p.m. and it is so in my country. Many I have many friends that study at his teacher now.
Ah, wow. I see. I see. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that one. Okay. And by the way, Alex, you were my student yesterday, right? Right? Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. Yes, you were my student yesterday, and I'm so happy that you are still my student now. Okay. So this time, Alex, are you ready for our lesson now? Our lesson is about
Charles, it wait me for a minute. I need I need a headphone.
okay. Okay. All right.
Is it better now? Sure.
Okay, yes, all right. So yeah, thank you so much for that one. So this time again, Alex, so we are going to start our lesson, okay? So yesterday we have already done reciting and reading about the passage. So this time all we have to do is to have the vocabulary check. So we have here the sentences and we have here some of the words that you can find out in the box, such as activity, areas, blossom, elderly, and temperature. So what will be your answer in number one, considering that the words that you can see in the box? So we have here the blank of
Okay, we start. The first one is the temperature of sun means how hot or cold it is.
okay, temperature. How about for number two?
Number two is when tree blossom. They are full of flower.
When trees blossom.
And
Number
right.
three.
Number four is
Number
uh,
three.
no. Number three. Elderly people usually need more rest than younger people.
Okay, elderly. Number four.
Number four. Urban areas usually mean cities.
Urban areas usually mean cities. And then the last one.
Skiing is an exciting activity for most people.
Okay, yes, very good. So back then again with our lesson, Alex, what do you want to do if the weather or the temperature is hot? Aside
Um,
from your answer yesterday that you want to go to the beach, is there any
yeah.
other activities that you want to do if the
Um,
weather?
so I always want to drink some cool tea. Watch the movie in the iPad. Um, in a air conditioner room, and then I want to eat many ice cream.
Yes, very good. How about if the weather is already cold? If the weather is already cold, what do you want to do? What activity?
When the weather is cold, I want to sleep in the warm blanket, and I want to have a good night.
Okay, yes, perfect. So how about what do you enjoy about the winter?
I enjoy in the winter is what is this? Oh, it is. I have the day is short and the night is long. I can go home earlier.
Okay, you can go home earlier. So what is that time that you consider early in the afternoon that you came home?
Sorry.
What is the early time that you consider you go home?
Every time in the afternoon, I go home at 5:30.
Ah,
But
fa-
I think when it is winter, I can go home at 4:30 because
ah,
at 5 p.m.
mm-hmm.
the sky train to the dark.
Oh, okay, all right. What's that?
The stormy is so scary.
Ah, okay. All right. By the way, Alex, what place do you want to live in the future? Would you like to live in the urban, or do you want to live where the place is rural? Not the real city, but countryside.
In the future, I
Yeah,
want
in
to
the
live.
future.
Uh, I want to live in two places. The first, when I was young, I want to live in the cities that I can earn more money for my dad,
Mm-hmm.
for my mom, for my grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
um, other, and I can have a house. I can earn money to have a house, to have a lot of money for my piggy bank. And when I get old, I will go to the countryside because
Mm-hmm.
this is no noisy either.
Mm-hmm, yes, because
No
since
noisy
we're
there.
still a kid, but still we have already a plan in the future, and that's a very important. Okay, how about just one? We are going to have the opinion practice again. We will have the opinion practice. So all you have to do here, Alex, is to practice supporting and refuting the opinions below. So we have here different kind of opinions that we are going to deal with. Supporting opinions for number one, Alex. Living in an area with one season is easier.
Because we know what the weather will be every day.
Uh-huh. Okay. What is the disadvantage of having one season only?
Sorry?
What is, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So again, going back, what is the disadvantage of having one season only?
What is the... Anh hỏi lại xem các bố mẹ ở đây bắt đầu con là nhìn ra mình đọc xem con phải sao hiểu. Không hiểu. Không hiểu hả? Tao không hiểu. Sorry, but after the word you say that, what is the word a new word? It is new what it means.
Okay, I'm going to chat it with you. What is the disadvantage of having only one season?
Why?
Hello, Alex. Have you received the message?
Sorry, it raining hard and dark here. Điều bất lợi. Uh, the division of having one season is we cannot know what is the weather trend to this day to the day, and we can't see everything fun in four seasons.
Okay, yes. And of course, if in your country there is only one season, of course, you cannot try other things. You cannot explore. You cannot have a different kind of activities and let's have an enjoyment or adventure, something like that. Because your country, if ever, has only one season. But good to know that your country has four. Okay, how about for number two? Different seasons are much better.
Sorry. Sorry. Different are much better. Because is let me have 1 minute to think.
Okay.
Three sentences. Um, different seasons are much better because uh, it is because you get used to different weather conditions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Because, if there are lots or different seasons that we have, of course, we can enjoy different kind of activities. We can also experience the things that are not common that we usually do during the time that the weather is like this or like that. Okay? How about for number three? Wearing shorts and t-shirts all year is great.
Because it is cool and comfortable.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Alex? What do you usually wear if you are at home?
I always in the winter, in the spring to the autumn, I always wear the short and the t-shirt. But in the winter, I always wear a long coat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And if the weather is kind of windy,
Windy.
yeah,
Uh,
if the weather is fall, if the weather is hot, if the weather is winter, a while ago you have already answered. If the weather is summer, what do you usually wear?
more in the summer, I always wear the short and the t-shirt. Here is in the summer, I wear a t-shirt and I wear a short.
Ah, yeah. Of course, in my case, I do also agree with that one because I really want to have a fresh feeling in my case. So if the weather is hot, if the season is the weather is summer, of course, I want to wear something like fresh, just like having a tube or dress, something like that. Okay, so how about just one? This time, Alex, all we have to do is refuting opinions. So we have here questions one, two, three, four, and there are also letters from A, B, C, and D. So you may also vary on the question on the words here on the letters. So for number one season all year is boring.
Um, this is not true. Doing my favorite activities all year is great fun.
Letter B, this is not true. Doing my favorite activity all year is great fun. How about number two? Having four different season is great.
Uh, I don't think so. The the temperature
Temperature.
temperature changes too much, it makes me sick.
Okay, yeah, so very good. How about for number three? There are many different activities to do when there are four seasons.
Um, I'm not sure about that. Many places with um sorry,
With the
that is
season are very hot.
that is not true. Beaches and resorts are too busy, so not all people can enjoy different activities.
Absolutely, yeah. So beaches and resorts are very busy. How about for number four? Living in a place that has one season is cheaper.
I'm not sure about that. Many play with one season are very hot or cold. It costs a lot of money to pay to the condition
Conditioning.
or heating.
Heating. Okay, yes, very good. Thank you so much. How about this one? Opinion example. All we have to do is to read the opinions and then we're going to answer the question. But of course, we're going to read it first. Can you please read this one, Alex?
Okay, sure. Supporting opinion. I believe that